show you guys how to do this with two different wraps. The first wrap we're going to use is a very thin wrap. You can pretty much see through this wrap, and it has fringe, but your wrap does not have to have fringe. It's just that a lot of the things that I use to wrap my head are actually scarves, and so they have fringe. This wrap is 25 inches wide by about 75 inches long. So it's a pretty long wrap, and it's very thin. So if you have a lot of hair, you want to have a thin wrap so that your wrap is not just humongous. Unless, of course, you want a humongous wrap, but that's not my style. So I would normally use this type of wrap to wrap mine. If you don't have a lot of hair and you're looking for that Badu wrap, what you want to do is have a bigger piece of material. Okay, so now with our second wrap, which is a lot thinner, and it is, again, 25 inches by 75 inches, and it has fringe, but yours does not have to have fringe. So we're going to do another Badu wrap. This time we're not going to do the inverted V. We're just going to throw this across the top of our head. I have about this much hanging out to the other side. Pull it to the back, and we're just going to do a normal tubular wrap. Hold your other end down. Use your right hand. Bring this up and around to hold it. And now you can just do it, you can just hold this with one hand because this other end is held by this part. So just make sure that everything is straight. Throw it all to the back. And just take all of this excess and just wrap all around 2 times, I suppose, until you get to the end. And every time you wrap once, then lay it out, throw it out to the back. Make sure that nothing is stuck. Just make sure it's all out. Okay, and so now we are at the very end, and you have this little piece sticking out. So now throw your head back and find the longest part of the excess. You see how I found that, and then everything else that's left over is like inside. You see all that stuff that's in there? All that stuff, all the excess cloth that's in there. So whenever you pull this, everything that's left over will be in the inside. So you have like 3 pieces now. You have the end where you stopped wrapping, hold that. You have this excess that you're pulling down, and you have this long piece that's left, okay? So these 2 that we're holding, we're going to tie those together. So go ahead and pull this around about right there, and we're going to pull this part around and tie a double knot. You don't want to tie it too tight because remember you're going to have to take this down. So, and then you have this part left over. What you can get really creative with this part. There's really not anything right or wrong to do with this part. You just want to go ahead and add it to your wrap. I'm kind of like doing a fold here just to hide my fringe. And I'm just going to figure out if I want to go that way or this way. Like I said, it's really not a wrong or right way to put this into your wrap. Just make sure you incorporate it in there. So I've decided that I'm going to take it and put it around the top. I think that looks kind of cute because I have a few lines and folds here. So I'm going to put that around the top and tuck it into where I just did this double knot. So tuck that in. Pull it through and tuck it in again, pull it through and tuck it in again and kind of hide that fringe and flatten the knot out and you can also use it to cover up the knot. You see how I weave it through? As you're weaving it through, you can cover up the knot and then hide the fringe. And I know I have some pieces of fringe kind of hanging at the back. You have a lot of tucks and folds, so just whatever is hanging out, if you don't want it to hang out, just tuck it in. And then now you are almost there. The final step is always to just play with your wrap, position it, mold it into the way you want it to look. If it isn't already there after you finish wrapping. Normally this is like my favorite part because I can play with the folds and the tucks and really make it match whatever outfit I'm wearing. If I'm feeling really plain, I probably won't have a lot of folds and tucks. If I'm feeling really bam, boom, out there, I will. So, okay, and so there's your second Badu wrap. If you saw the first one that I did, at the beginning of this video, I know some people fast forward and get to the part they want to get to, but if you saw the first one, you'll notice that the first one was, bigger and a lot thicker, and so that's because I use a different material. The material was thicker. So thicker material will give you a bigger wrap. Thinner material will give you a smaller wrap. So there you go. That is your second Badu style wrap. That is the right, the front, the left, and the back. So peace, blessings, love, and light. Thanks for watching. God be with you.